Men, listen up. If you've ever been confused about what not to do with women, this video will open your eyes. These 8 mistakes. They silently ruin trust, attraction, and connection, and most men don't even realize they're doing them. Stay with me because number 7 will truly shock you. In today's world, being a good man isn't about flashy moves, it's about wisdom, respect, and knowing the red zones. In this video, we're diving into 8 things men should never do with women if they want love, peace, and lasting respect. Trust me, this isn't just advice, it's survival in relationships. If you value these insights, make sure to subscribe, like, comment your thoughts, and share this with a brother who needs it. Advice 1. Never dismiss her emotions. One of the biggest mistakes men make is labeling a woman's emotions as overreactions or drama. This single act can destroy trust and emotional safety in a relationship. When a woman expresses her feelings, she's not seeking correction, she's seeking connection. By calling it drama, you're telling her she doesn't have the right to feel, to speak, or to be vulnerable around you. That creates distance, not closeness. Real men don't fix emotions, they hold space for them. They don't rush to logic, they offer presence. When she's upset, listen without rolling your eyes or rushing to dismiss. Ask yourself, how would I want someone to treat my mother or daughter in this moment? That perspective changes everything. Women are intuitive, they know when they're being brushed off, and each time it happens, a little piece of their trust fades. But when a man listens, affirms, and values her emotional world, she gives her deepest love in return. She'll feel safe in your presence, open in your arms, and loyal to your heart. So remember, never call her emotional honesty drama. It's actually a sign of trust, and it's your privilege to be the one she shares it with. Advice 2. Stop comparing other women. Nothing wounds a woman more than being compared to someone else. Whether it's your ex, a celebrity, a friend, or even a stranger online, comparison tells her she's not enough. And when a woman feels she's not enough, her heart starts to close. It might seem harmless to mention how someone else dresses, cooks, or behaves, but to her, it sounds like a competition she never signed up for. Women don't want to feel ranked, they want to feel cherished. When you praise another woman in her presence, even subtly, you plant doubt in her soul. She'll begin to question her beauty, her worth, and her place in your life. Real men don't compare, they choose. They make the woman in their life feel like the only one who matters. Because when she feels like she's your number one, she'll give you love like no one else can. Instead of comparing, start complimenting. Focus on what makes her unique, not what she lacks. A woman who feels deeply seen will bloom in your love. So stop comparing, it's not fair, it's not kind, and it's not what love is built on. Choose her fully, and watch how she chooses you with all her heart. Advice 3. Silence is not strength. Some men believe staying silent during conflict shows strength. But the truth is, emotional silence is one of the most painful forms of punishment a woman can feel. When she reaches out and you respond with cold distance, you're not solving the issue, you're multiplying it. Women don't need a perfect man, they need a present one. Silence doesn't build peace, it builds walls. It makes her feel invisible, like her emotions don't matter, and that breaks trust more than angry words ever could. The silent treatment might give you temporary control, but it costs you long-term intimacy. A relationship isn't about winning, it's about understanding. If she's hurt you, speak about it. If you're overwhelmed, say so. But don't disappear into silence and expect her to chase your love. That's not strength, that's emotional immaturity. A real man talks it out, not shuts it down. And when you communicate, not just with words but with sincerity, you show her that your love is steady even when times are tough. Silence creates distance, but honesty creates connection. So never punish her with your silence. Speak gently, speak honestly, and speak with love, because that's what strong men do when they truly care. Advice 4. Affection isn't her duty. One of the deepest mistakes a man can make is expecting affection as something he's entitled to. Whether it's physical closeness or emotional comfort, love should never feel like a debt a woman must pay. True affection is given freely, not forced or demanded. When a man pressures a woman for attention or love, it makes her feel used, not valued. And when a woman feels used, her heart begins to harden. Love flows naturally when a woman feels respected and emotionally safe. If she pulls back, don't guilt her, ask yourself if you've been present, gentle, and kind. When she feels cherished, her affection becomes abundant. But if she feels like you're just checking boxes or collecting favors, the warmth between you will vanish. Real men don't measure affection by frequency, they measure it by sincerity. Give her your patience, your tenderness, your full presence, and watch how she responds with more love than you could ask for. Let her affection be a gift, not a guarantee. When you stop chasing what you think you're owed and start nurturing what you're given, love becomes deeper and more beautiful than you ever imagined. Advice 5. Support her every dream. A woman's dreams are not just fantasies, they are pieces of her soul trying to grow. And nothing crushes her spirit more than a man who mocks, minimizes, or ignores those dreams. When she shares her passion, whether it's a career goal, a creative idea, or a simple ambition, she's inviting you into her inner world. If you laugh at it or call it unrealistic, she won't just feel hurt, she'll feel alone. Women thrive with support. When a man believes in her, she rises with confidence and pours love into everything she does, including the relationship. But when you belittle her dreams, you're telling her she must choose between love and self-worth. Real men don't see her passion as competition, they celebrate it. They don't clip her wings, they help her fly. Even if you don't fully understand her goals, you can still respect them. Listen, encourage, and stand by her. Because when a woman feels supported, she becomes unstoppable, and the man who helped her get there becomes unforgettable in her heart. So don't just love her, believe in her. That's how you build a partnership that stands strong in both love and purpose. Advice 6. Notice the little things. In love, it's not always the grand gestures that matter, it's the small things you notice and remember. The way she takes her tea, the song that makes her smile, the story she told you weeks ago, these tiny details may seem insignificant, but to her, they mean everything. When you forget these things, she feels forgotten. When you remember, she feels cherished. Women are emotional beings, and they interpret care through attention. If you're too busy to notice the small things, she'll start to feel like a background character in your life. But when you pay attention to her world, she'll open her heart wider than ever. It's not about money or material gifts, it's about thoughtfulness, effort, and presence. A man who notices the small things earns a woman's deepest loyalty. So when she tells you something personal, hold it like a treasure. Reflect it back later. Surprise her by remembering the little things, and you'll be shocked by how deeply she falls in love with you all over again. Because in the end, it's the little things that make the biggest difference in love. Advice 7. Never shame her publicly. A woman's dignity is sacred, and the quickest way to lose her trust is to humiliate her, whether in public or behind closed doors. Joking about her flaws, correcting her in front of others, or mocking her opinions might seem like harmless teasing to you, but to her, it feels like betrayal. Women need to know their man is their safe space, their protector, not someone who exposes their vulnerabilities for a laugh or control. Real men defend their woman's honor, even when no one is watching. They never speak down to her, even in private. If you have something to address, do it with respect and in privacy. Love should never feel like a stage for judgment. When a woman feels embarrassed by you, the shame lingers, and with it, a quiet resentment that grows with time. But when she feels protected, she glows with pride. Treat her with dignity, and she'll stand taller beside you. Never let pride or ego cause you to embarrass the very person who loves you. Lift her up with your words, guard her with your presence, and she will give you a love that lifts you higher than anything else ever could. Advice 8. Be present, not pretending. Listening is not about hearing words, it's about receiving the heart behind them. Many men nod, say aha, or even repeat back a few sentences, but their mind is somewhere else. And women know. They can feel when your presence is real, or when it's an act. Pretending to listen is worse than not listening at all, it's deception wrapped in politeness. When a woman speaks, she's opening a door to her inner world. If you ignore that, she'll eventually stop knocking. Relationships die not from arguments, but from the absence of attention. A woman wants to feel like what she says matters to you, like her thoughts are heard, and her feelings are honored. Real presence means putting the phone down, making eye contact, and giving her your full energy. When you listen with genuine interest, she feels loved in a way that words can't express. And in return, she will trust you, open to you, and support you like no one else can. So stop multitasking her heart. Be there, fully, truly, deeply. Because when you give her your undivided presence, you're giving her the most powerful form of love a man can offer. Conclusion: when men avoid these 8 mistakes, relationships grow deeper, stronger, and more fulfilling. A woman who feels heard, valued, and respected becomes your biggest blessing. Remember, love isn't about control, it's about connection. If even one lesson today opened your eyes or made you reflect, don't keep it to yourself. Share your thoughts in the comments. What lesson hit home the most? Which one do you think every man should know? Your voice matters, and your feedback could help someone else grow. If you found value here, like, comment, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe for more timeless wisdom.